Hello, hello, welcome. This is the transfer deadline day. Transfer deadline day. Welcome to the transfer deadline day. Breaking news: Manchester United have just signed Amrabat from Fiorentina on loan. That's the latest news. Welcome you to this is the 6 year box transfer deadline day. We've got about how many minutes to the end of the transfer window, and there's still some deals coming in. Lukonga uh, from Arsenal have just signed for he signed for Lukonga from Arsenal have signed for Forest on loan. No, sorry, for Luton on loan. Yeah, he's been on loan at some other club as well, and he just signed for Luton on loan. Let's go through quickly all the signings that's been done. Forest signed Dean Henderson. From no Crystal Palace signed Dean Henderson. From Manchester United. That deal was a couple of days ago. Some of the deals out there, the big one is the Salah fee that was tabled by Saudi club Al Ittihad, and that was swiftly turned down by Liverpool. I had a feeling that deal was not going to happen. To be honest, I had a feeling that deal was not going to happen. So that was quickly turned down by the I was quickly turned down by the that was quickly turned down by the was turned down by Liverpool. Liverpool were never gonna sell him anyway, so I don't know why that bid came in so late. Even if you wanna what do you call it? Even if you wanna get him to go to uh Uh, even if we want him to go to, want to sell him, they were never going to sell him Liverpool. I think the Saudis were just trying to put in a lot of bid, trying to get that bid over the line, but they were never going to, they were never going to sell Salah. Even if they offered crazy amounts of money, they were never going to sell Salah. So, yeah, I don't know, that one came from, to be honest. But yeah, they've offered 450 million. They're going to 200 million. That's what they said, but I don't think that's going to happen. That's just basically just press. The Liverpool are never going to sell. I don't care how much they offer. Liverpool are never going to sell. So yeah, it's almost 12 o'clock. I think it's about 1 minute to 11 o'clock now. The transfer deadline day. There's no big deal, outstanding deals that's been done. All the deals are just like they're not big deal. I think the only big deal you could say out there was Ibrahim Sangara signing for Forest. He's a midfielder. I think he plays for Ajax. He's been looked at by so many players, so many teams in the past, big Premier League sides in the past. And he's basically going to Forest. Forest have signed a couple of players today as well. They've just signed a Greek defender as well in the last 5-10 minutes. And the one we're waiting for is the Tottenham is signing Brendan Johnson from Forest. I think that one is going to go through. His medical has been passed. I think they're just going through the last few stuff for him to sign. As a Tottenham fan, yeah, it's a good deal. The money is a little bit too much, I think, but is that what Tottenham really need? I don't think that Tottenham needs Brendan Johnson, but I'm not the manager, so I don't really I don't really know. I think we need a centre back and we need a striker, but the manager, I think he's what do you call it? I think he's underestimating the Premier League. I don't think he sees the Premier League that well. Because if he's thinking that the players that he's got so far now in his first 11 are good for this league, he's in for a big surprise. So right about now, I think it's the countdown is almost 11 o'clock. I think it says 11 o'clock the transfer window, but you can still do deals. I think they have to put in some deal sheet at the end of the window. Once the intention is there that you want to sign, everybody has signed. You could still do all the paperwork like after 11 o'clock. But I think the deal sheet has to be in. The deal sheet is, I think everybody signs an agreement that this player is coming. The player signs, agent signs, the club signs, and that's the deal sheet. So that's like an intention of, that we intend to basically sign this player. So yeah. But yeah, it's 11 o'clock. Breaking news. Any more breaking news? Let's see if there is any more news breaking out there. Luton is the one that's Luton signing Sambi Lokonga. Manchester United signing Sofiane Amrabat on loan. That one is being confirmed already. The transfer window is closed. So yeah, do, 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 do. Yeah, so that one has been confirmed. Uh, um, so yeah, that's just breaking now. Breaking news. That's just breaking now. I think we broke this before everyone else. Tottenham signed Johnson. It's just been confirmed by Sky. It's been confirmed by Sky News. Uh, just been confirmed by uh, Sky News. So yeah, it is confirmed by Sky News. Uh, Brendan Johnson has signed for Tottenham for 47.47. 40, is it 46.7 million pounds? That's a huge fee. That's huge for Tottenham to put out that outlay of so much money. Um, so yeah, we've got the other um They must have been working on him for that deal, and Brighton got a lot of what do you call it? Got a lot of credit for Desabi on that one. I think yeah, the way they play football is gonna enjoy it there. That's for sure. So the transfer window is closed. I don't think we missed anything big. No big. What do you call it? No big signing on the day. Crystal Palace signing Rob Holding. I've just mentioned that earlier. And I think the last big deal or latest big deal is Tottenham signing Brendan Johnson for 47, but for the 6.7 million, and Amrabat uh, going to what do you call it? Going to Manchester United. Nottingham Forest signed goalkeeper Odysseas Valetsdimos from Benfica. He's a Greece international. Forest have signed they signed a lot of players to be honest. First. And we're gonna see how they all gel together because last season they signed a lot of players, Forest, and I think they signed about 12 or 13 players, and we saw what happened last season with them. And this time around, they signed at least 6 players as well. Origi, former Liverpool player as well, they've signed him as well. So Forest, they've signed a lot of players again, and the chairman is spending a lot of money. The owner of the Greek guy for Forest is really spending a lot of money. Burnley signed attacking midfielder Mike Tresor from Genk. Yeah, I think what's his name? Company knows a lot. I think he was the manager of Genk before. So yeah, I think he knows that market a lot as well. So yeah, so it should be interesting. It should be interesting to see what happens. I'm happy that the window is closed now. We can get on with the football. Getafe signs missing Greenwood as well. That one is just coming in according to Sky News. So it's gonna be funny. For me, I just think, the window, at least the last day of the window today, we've not seen any big money moves. Some of the moves, I think the biggest one must have been the Tottenham signing Brenda Johnson. I think that's one of the 47.5 million. That's the biggest move of today. I think all the other signings have been loan deals. And as a Tottenham fan, I'm not really happy about some of the. I think especially the defense. I think that's where the big problem is, and I was surprised we didn't bring in a centre back. That's all I cared about, bringing a centre back. But who am I? I'm not the manager. I think the manager thinks he's got a good squad. But for me, only 1 or 2 injuries, then we're done. I think Manchester United have done good business as well. They brought in Amrabat, which was the key area. They had a lot of problems. He's gonna cover the grounds, box to box. He's gonna be a good signing for them. But he's on loan as well. Regulon as well. Tottenham, I would have kept him at Tottenham, but he's gone to Manchester United. I think Manchester have covered some of the areas they needed to cover. Chelsea, on the other hand, I think they've done a good business. They've been building the squad. Pochettino is a good manager. Used to be manager of Tottenham. I think Pochettino is going to be great for Chelsea. He just needs a bit more time. He likes working with young players. He's going to coach them really well. He's a good guy. People, my players respond to him. So I think it's going to be good. Maybe not this season, maybe next season. Liverpool come through. They signed Ryan Graven, is it Gravenbach or something? I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I think that's it, Ryan Gravenbach or Gravenbach. But I've never seen him play. I'm not gonna front because most people they just say, "Oh yeah, he's a good player, but maybe they saw about 5 minutes of. Apparently, he's not been playing for Bayern. He had a couple of games for Bayern. He came from Ajax. Is it Ajax or PSV? I can't remember which one of the two. I think it's Ajax. But apparently, he's a very good player as well. Very good. He's going to fit into that Liverpool team. Liverpool are such a midfielder, at least from the players they've signed so far. We'll see how it goes. Sabosla is a good player from what I've seen so far. So yeah, Liverpool are looking good. City, they signed Nunes. They're just getting stronger, man. Nunes, he can play that box to box, going past people. He's a good player. I saw him for Wolves earlier at Manchester United. Last season, I had a little bit. I think I saw him in one of the games as well where he played really well. But yeah, he's a good player. So City for me, their miles are ahead of everyone else. Everyone else is playing catch up. Arsenal, yeah, they got good signing. Declan Rice, too expensive for me, but good signing. Havertz, that's it for me. I'm gonna say that now. I don't understand why they went and signed Havertz because for me, it's just similar to what they've got already, and it's not even the put they need. You can get goals from other areas, but those strikers they score big goals. Like when you expect them to score, they might not touch the ball at all. They put in two chances and they put it away. I think that's what they need. Timber is injured, so it's just unfortunate you can't cover for every injury. But I think Arsenal are going to be stronger, on paper anyway. But football is not played on paper; it's played on grass. So we'll see what happens with that with Arsenal. Well, which other team, Tottenham? I think this is the free hit for the new manager. I think he's underestimating this Premier League. I think he's thinking, "Oh, I'm just gonna play my system and play the way I want to play." Yeah, fine, but I think there are teams in the Premier League is tough. It's different. And he's gonna need a lot of. I think he's gonna need his players. The player is counting on these players that he's counting on. Some of the players he's looking at now. He's gonna need them to score goals because if you don't score, you can create all the goals, all the chances in the world. If you don't put them away, it means nothing. And I think that's where the problem might be for Tottenham, unless Richarlison starts scoring. Brendan Johnson, I like him. I like him a lot. He's quick, very good player. But is he gonna score loads of goals? We'll see. Tottenham's problem is the next 11 after the first 11. If they start getting injuries, they're gonna struggle. But the manager, he's first season, he should be fine. I think he should be fine. Hopefully next season you can get more players in. You have to get players that can play the system you want to play. At Tottenham, so many players are they can't play that system. So you can sugarcoat it and say, yeah, all the encouragement, you can give them all you can put a rocket up their backside all you want, but they can't play that system. So you gotta get players in. And there's a lot of players that need to go, but they just can't shift them out. So that's Tottenham. Which other club I've not mentioned? The new clubs in the Premier League, they've done a couple of signings. I think they will struggle. Luton will struggle. I think they signed a couple of players, but they've got budget. Sheffield United as well signed a couple of players as well, and I think they will struggle as well. So yeah, it is going to be tough for the new teams. Burnley as well. They play nice football, but they will struggle. So Neil Maupay has just arrived at Brentford. I think he used to be there before, so I think he's going back to Brentford. That must be desperation, I think, because Brentford were looking at a striker before. I think they were looking at bringing in somebody from the Dutch league earlier on in the window. Well, I think they have to go for Neil Maupay. So yeah, he used to be a top goal scorer for them before. So yeah, but the window now is going to be short, and we can get on with the football. Who else? Mason Greenwood. Yeah, he's going to Getafe on loan. Yeah, he's going to go and play football. At least I think he should look at it like he's got a second chance now. So hopefully, he can grab this. Make use of the second chance he's got now. To be honest. Uh, who else? I think all the other clubs, there's some West Ham did a good business. They signed loads of good players. Mohamed Kudus, good player, Ghanaian international, very good. He's going to fit in there. They need somebody like that in their team. They've got Ben Rama, so they've Kudus as well. Good signing. They've got James Prowse. James Ward-Prowse is good as well. A very good player. And they've got what's his name? I can't remember that guy's name. They signed him from Ajax as well. I can't remember his name now. He's a midfielder. Yeah, but he's a good player. Alvarez, that's Alvarez. He's a good player as well. So I think West Ham, they look steady. There's no flakiness. They know how they play. The manager knows how he wants to play. Very experienced manager. So yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be interesting how the teams shape up. I think the teams playing in Europe, Brighton as well. They've done a good signings. They signed a lot of good players. And Sufati is going to play for Brighton. It's from Barcelona. That's a big, big signing for them. We see how he copes. The football there is perfect for him as well. And Deserbi, the kind of football he plays, I think they what do you call it, will love it. I think Ansu Fati will love it as well. So yeah, Brighton, they're gonna play in Europe, Newcastle as well. They've done really well as well. Newcastle signed Alessandro Tonali, big, big signing from AC Milan. They've got a tough European Champions League group though, but it should be. I think Newcastle they should be fine as well. But we'll see how they cope with it. All these teams they've not played in Europe before. We'll see how they cope. Villa as well. They got good signings in. They bought a lot of good player. Langley finally. They got him off Tottenham. Thank God. They got a lot of good players as well. John McGinn is playing really well. They got Paul Torres. They've got what's his name? Diaby as well. So yeah, they got good players. They've got what's his name from Leicester. Can't remember Tillemans from Leicester as well. So that's a good squad there. They're building the Villa. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. They play Liverpool tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Yeah, they play Liverpool tomorrow. So it should be very interesting. It should be very interesting. But we can't wait. Can't wait for the football to continue now. So the window is closed. That's the window. Thank God for that. Summarize the deals for today. Basically, Tottenham signing Johnson 45.7, is it 45.7 million. Amrabat going to United for on loan as well. And then you got the other deals. I think those are the two big ones that we can look around. So far to going to Brighton as well, and Jao Palini. He wanted to go to Bayern. I think they said the deal was off as well. So he's a good player as well. He's a very, very good player. So that's the big deal. Another big deal that didn't go through was the Salah deal, 150 million, 100 million and 50 million in add-ons, I think, from the Saudi club Al Ittihad. I knew that was never going to go through. They could bring 3 million. I don't think Liverpool will sell. So that's a big, that's loads of money. That's a loads of money, man. But Liverpool are not going to sell. I think it will go maybe next season or the season after. But Liverpool won't sell now. So yeah. So that's the transfer window short. Thank you very much. If you're new to the channel, thank you for watching. We got live football tomorrow, so join me for that one. Look out for the Premier League preview. Look at these weekend's fixtures on the football show. Join me for that one tomorrow at 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. in the morning. So that one will be tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning. The football show where we'll be looking at the Premier League preview, all the weekend fixtures, and then join me to 3 p.m. for live watch alongs for the 3 p.m. live games, and then at 5:30 for the Newcastle and Brighton games as well. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you stay safe. God bless. I'll see you around. Make sure you subscribe if you're new to the channel. I want to get to 80 subscribers. We're on 71 right now. And get us to 80, we'll be really, really happy. And yeah, let the football start, man. The transfer window is done. And yeah, let's get on with the football now. Thank you very much for watching. Take care and God bless.